The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised. You are now entering the all-consuming realm of Shay's Paranormal Chat, where the things that are better left unsaid are actually said.
Shut up and sit down.
You're listening to Shay's Paranormal Chat. Paranormal podcasting done Shay's way. Tons of fun.
Dude, seriously?
A bit sarcastic.
Hashtag investigator, not hunter.
But always real.
Hashtag data, not evidence.
Don't get your panties in a twist.
Oh my god, really?
This is real, raw conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Good evening, everybody. TGIF, as always. I am very excited tonight. Of course, we have the beautiful Kelly McCarville. How you doing, Kel?
Hi, Kelly.
Friday.
Happy Friday. And we have Nick and Sue Poshusta from Bus Paranormal.
Hey, folks.
Bus.
Everybody.
Yep.
Shark Bus is in the house.
They are. And they had their Friday margaritas, so they'll fit in on this show.
We are primed and ready to answer any questions you want to throw at us.
See?
Because there is nothing better than a show supported by tequila.
Exactly. They are a proud sponsor of us somehow.
Except that is Kelly and Matt's one rule. I cannot drink tequila and run or be on a show. I don't
know that I'd even say it's a rule. I just need to know ahead of time if you're going to so I can be prepared.
I'm sure Matt says it's a rule.
That's when we do our best work.
Yeah, I think so, but Matt probably does not agree. Matt and I have drank tequila a couple times, so he knows. He's a smart man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll do strange things to you really well. Mm-hmm.
It makes me fun, I think.
Oh, it is. But it's one of those, I've had a few times where you didn't realize you drank too much. All of a sudden you stand up, and then it's like, boom, that baseball bat hits you going, woo!
Yeah.
Good times.
Sneaky.
That's me at my best. I think. They might not agree, but
Some of the best times I'll never remember had with tequila, so. Oh.
Okay.
And tequila and I had a nasty breakup there for a while, but we made up like 6 years later.
Yeah, see, we're on a breakup right now. I haven't drank it since Kelly and I were together. And that was fun that night.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Well, just slowly wean yourself back in. You'll be fine.
I mean, to be fair, you did drink probably 2 years worth of tequila that night, so.
Well, every bar we went to, we had a different mixed drink, so it wasn't just tequila.
Well,
Yeah, that mixing stuff, that'll get you.
Yeah? I was still fun. I don't care.
Yeah.
It was still fun.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
It was really fun. All right, I'm going to give a couple first shout-outs before we move on. Of course, we have Mama Deb in the house. We have Darren. We have Mama Pat in the house.
Woohoo!
We have Kim Purvis in the house.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I see all the pictures, but I can't really actually see the pictures, so if I missed you, say hi, and I'll throw in your name. So
Someday, woman, you need to get those glasses fixed.
I do, but COVID, I don't want to. I'm just trying to wait as long as I can. I do know I need glasses. I get it, but I'm just trying to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like doctor's appointments, anyways. Never mind.
No.
I hear ya. I hear ya on that one.
Yeah.
Nothing good ever comes out of a doctor appointment.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Come on.
See, they agree.
You see? Yep.
So how have you ladies been?
Kelly, how you been?
Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Is it choppy for everybody, or is it just me?
I hear a little bit of an echo, but not choppy.
Okay, I'm getting a little bit choppy on my side, so I may turn my video off, kids.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm
No,
doing
I'm sorry.
good. No, you're good. Whatever works. I can't wait for all this pandemic stuff and all the other crap to be over, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
I
shit.
agree. I'm still under the bed, just wishing one day a guy would wake up and everything was just a really bad nightmare, but
Right? Right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Kelly,
But
is that
we're
better
gonna-
for you?
At the moment it is. It wasn't doing it full time, so.
All right.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are just trying to start planning out their 2021s like it's going to slow itself down, so.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
magically a new
Crossed.
year. It's magically going to be better.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was so much that we had to cancel last year because of the pandemic. And we're really hoping that this year we can get back to it. So, fingers crossed anyway.
Yeah.
You know, Hinsdale House and Wildwood were two biggies for 2020 that we couldn't make. So we have them in line for 2021 with our fingers crossed that we can get out there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a trip we had to cancel as well, so.
Oh.
Bummers.
Yeah. When were you supposed to go out there?
We were going to head out there in, I want to say August.
Okay.
So it was this big string of events. We were going to go to Gettysburg, and that got canceled. So then we were going to go to Salem, and then that got canceled. And then we were going to go to New York, and that got canceled. So, yeah. We just don't talk about 2020.
It's like we'll just pretend it never happened.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing good came out of that year.
No.
Not much.
I agree. Not much.
Yeah. Anywho.
Things could have been worse.
Yeah, by much.
Oh, well,
Not by
true.
much, but that's my outlook too.
Yeah.
Could have been worse, but it could have been a hell of a lot better, though, too.
Yeah. So, I'm saying.
But think how rested we are to walk into 2021.
You would
Yeah.
think that, but
So-
I'm more exhausted than ever.
I know, right? I say that as I'm sitting here thinking, is it too early to go to bed?
On a Friday night at 7, 10 in the evening, yeah.
What is the appropriate age to say it's okay to go to bed at 7 on a Friday?
How old am I? 44.
I don't know. Yeah.
We pretty much go to bed at 9 o'clock every single night, so...
Yeah.
Unless we're on an investigation.
I got to save our energy for that. So.
Exactly. All right. So here's a new thing that you guys have not done, I don't think, on my show. You guys have been on, you were on the first season, so you might have, but you haven't done it in a while. We're going to play a game.
Sweet!
I always lose.
Me too, but you know.
I don't think you can lose this one.
Oh, okay.
This one's a little fun. And we like to joke and say we will not judge your answers, but we are silently judging your answers.
We are completely and totally judging your answers.
Nice.
I'm up to now 7 questions. It's called This or That. You just pick. I'm going to give you 2 words or 2 phrases. You pick the best one that fits you.
Okay.
All right. And I'm telling you, we're silently judging you.
As old as I am, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, right? Amen. I feel you.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Number 1. And both of you answer separate, like at the same time. You don't have to have the same answer. All right. Investigator or hunter?
Investigator.
Data or evidence?
Evidence.
Evidence, yeah.
Provoking or no way?
No way.
Residential or commercial?
Both.
Both, yeah. Can you have a both?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
No.
They don't play by the rules very well.
No, but I like when people say both better. I do. Orb or just dust?
Dust.
Orb.
Usually. It's usually dust.
Yeah.
There's that gray area. There it is.
See? There it is. Recorder or video?
Recorder.
Recorder.
Demon or just an asshole ghost?
Asshole.
Asshole ghost. Yeah.
See, this is why I love you guys.
No. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
No. So can you guys fill us in on what you've been doing?
Did we lose you?
We're still here.
No, she froze.
Oh.
There she is. She's back.
Hey, Mommy.
What did you get to do during 2020?
Oh.
We did do a couple new locations. One of them was the boarding house in Minnesota. Very small house.
Very interesting.
But we had some really good activity in there. Of course, we had to go back to the standard, Melbourne Manor, Edinburgh Manor, Klondike Hotel. We had an undisclosed location that we went to.
Roth House.
2-3 times. The Roth House was a new location in Illinois, which is amazing.
Got a crazy history to it.
Yeah, it really does. Where else did we go? I
don't know. We canceled so many.
So much canceled. I mean, we had to cancel Cambrai. We had to cancel Wildwood. We canceled Hinsdale. We canceled Mineral Springs. There might have been a couple others in there. So it was kind of a hit and a miss year for us.
But we did get out at least. So it was,
we did get out.
And it was nice enough that you're with the same people all the time, so you felt safe and confident. And if you didn't have to drive far, you pretty much left your home, you went to the location, and you didn't have to do a lot of interacting with other people.
Yeah.
So we were pretty good with that.
Yeah, I think we did 5 investigations, and they were all within a couple months and pretty much the same people. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, Stevenson Building too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Stevenson Building was so bizarre. Blew up one of our machines. It was just crazy.
It blew up one of your machines?
Mr. P's bottom is a real ass.
A few years ago, the RTC box that I had Robert Hernandez build for me, it got nuked when we were at
many places.
At Villisca.
Oh yeah,
they got nuked there. But then we were at the Stevenson Building. Same thing happened. It got completely nuked out. I sent it back to him to be fixed. He sent me a message. He says, "What the hell kind of places are you investigating?" I says, "Why?" Because I opened up his box. He said wires were melted and wires were cut on the inside. And I says, "We did not open this up." He says, "I know my seal was still on this box." He says, "I do not know how this happened."
Yeah.
The wires are crazy.
We're headed back there this year. I've got a score to settle, but sad as it is, he's strong enough over there. I think he'd win the battle, so I still have to tread lightly.
So let me give you a little history on Mr. Peasbottom, okay? Back years ago, Mr. Peasbottom
He's a doll.
created a puppet. He's a clown puppet created by a lady who worked in the German concentration camps, okay? Somehow it made its way to the United States. A little boy was going to celebrate his 8th birthday, and he loved clowns, so Grandma went to a toy store and saw this clown puppet on a shelf. This is Mr. Peasbottom. She bought him, and very weird things started to happen.
Sad string of things. Deaths.
Grandma ended up getting in a car accident after she bought him. She ended up hitting another car. I think the people from that car died. She ended up in the hospital in a wheelchair. She went to the birthday party. The 8-year-old started speaking in German, and this is from a Midwest state, so it's not like he knew German. Which was very, very weird. Grandma ended up. What happened to Grandma?
Well, there was like 7 deaths totally involved.
There was like 7 deaths involved in having to do in a weird way with Mr. Peasbottom.
They're all documented. They're all not handed down in fairy tales. They're all documented. Weird circumstances.
This is proof that nothing good comes from doll clowns or clown dolls.
Yeah.
This one, he's creepy looking.
Mr. Peasbottom is in a plexiglass case with chain wrapped around it and twine wrapped around it and a rosary that dangles from it just to keep his ass inside there. They tell you not to look directly at him because you can develop a really bad headache. When we were there, we had a lot of our equipment on top of the case that housed the case that he was in, and we were using Google Translate
to speak German
to him because he was originated in Germany, and we would get crazy hits on our equipment anytime we talked German to him, and it was almost like he got tired of talking to us, and the painting of Annabelle would start. The REM pod would start going off.
Interesting.
And then, so I would look that way, and then all of a sudden I'd go back to Mr. Peasbottom and talk to him some more. And we did this for like 3 hours, and we didn't even realize that much time had passed for us. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was crazy. So
did you use the music box around it?
That we did not use that night.
I don't remember.
No, we used it in other areas of there, but we didn't use the music box.
Oh, if you go back, use the music box. Tag me in the post. You guys know I took a break from Facebook a lot, so I haven't seen a lot of your videos. I try to, but I haven't.
Yep, understandable.
Yep. So
we had cameras set up on him twice, and he shut the cameras off twice on us. Yeah. As soon as we walked away, he shut the cameras off.
Yeah.
Absolutely did not want to be videotaped. He was a cranky little dude that night.
And that night, Amy was in that room where Mr. Peasbottom was, and Nick and I were going into one of the other rooms. And when we got into the other room, we heard like this bang. And from what we understand, Amy had been in there and she said, if you're here, can you show us that you're here, blah, 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 blah. And literally a tile from the ceiling crashed to the floor between the room she was sitting in and the room we were in ourselves.
Wow.
So that was pretty bizarre.
That is. We're having a little bit of echo, so if we're a little quiet in between, just know why. But we have tons of questions in the chat.
Awesome. Love to answer questions.
Hit us with them. Yep.
All right. Allison Robinson from REP Paranormal.
Mm-hmm. Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Yep. She wants to know what you have scheduled for this year.
Good. This year, COVID depending, we have quite a bit that we have on our plate that we're hoping to get to. Of course, we want to go back to the Roth House because it's beautiful. And there's an Italian chef there that is amazing. But we hope to go there.
It's booked already.
It is booked for his 60th birthday.
Get the old man out again.
There's no way. You mean 40th birthday, right?
Thank you, dear.
Yeah. Must have misspoke, yeah.
She stuttered. It's the tequila. See, there it is again.
No tequila, just Bud.
60. He will be 60 he will be 60 next month. I will be 60 this fall.
There's no way. I don't believe you. You guys are lying.
Oh, Shay, I wish we were.
60 years old. And then we're looking to go to, we've confirmed Cambrai House. We are going back to our undisclosed location.
Stevenson Building again.
Back to Beatty Mansion for 2 nighs. Of course, then we have Haunticon. And then Mineral Springs, that's confirmed. Hinsdale House and Wildwood Sanitarium. We still have those in. Stevenson Building. We're possibly going to look at going to Lemp Mansion this year.
Oh,
of
nice.
course, a year wouldn't be without Edinburgh Manor.
Of course.
Because we have that love-hate relationship.
Yep.
And then Malvern Manor, of course, we love Malvern Manor. We've got to go back there. Again, another possibility would be Ashmore Estates. We're looking into that. And then our undisclosed location, Edinburgh Manor, and that should take us to the end of the year.
Well, but actually, we just found out tonight we've got some friends of ours have a location that
next weekend
we've been invited to for next Saturday, so we're pretty jacked up. Our first one of the year already.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have not been out investigating since Halloween weekend. Mm-hmm. We had our investigation Halloween weekend, and then the very following weekend we had Edinburgh Manor. But as you know, you need to go into Edinburgh Manor with all your facilities completely at 100% charge. And I was a little tired, a little under the weather, so I chose not to go for that.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but good for you for recognizing that and saying, I have to remove myself from this.
Exactly. I wasn't where I needed to be 100%.
Yes.
And
I agree.
I knew what that location could possibly bring forward.
Yeah.
So I chose to stay home, and I let the rest of the team go without me. Although I did watch from home.
Yeah. But good for you, and I'm so glad somebody else talks about this because I talk about it all the time, but you don't hear many other teams talk about it.
Yeah. If you're not 100%, don't go. Don't risk it.
No, I so agree.
We've learned that over the years. Is just distance yourself.
They know.
If you're not 100%, they know. They can.
They know if something is off, they're going to attack that, and I didn't want to put my team into that situation. So it was better to let them go and to let me stay behind.
Yeah, and I think that's especially important when you're walking into a location that you don't know.
Exactly.
Because you don't know what to expect there, Well,
you've been out to Edinburgh, so you know what that place can be like. And to go in there not firing on all 100 cylinders, not the best idea.
No, I think that of any location, though. If you're investigating, if you're not mentally sound, physically sound, then...
Yep.
No.
That's my opinion, but I agree.
But the other aspect of that, too, is fear as well. We've known people that go into those locations showing fear, and they take the brunt of everything in a location.
I think that comes under emotional.
Yep. Yeah.
We've got a good friend of ours that from time to time again, he needs to control his fear because the spirits there will feed off of that, and he will pay for it and somehow.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up with questions here. We have so many.
Nice.
Okay, next question.
I have to keep scrolling up to the top to keep up with the conversation. The next question is from Allison again. What is your favorite piece of equipment?
For me personally, hands down, it is the paranormal music box.
I would have to agree. I mean, since we purchased that, it has come through probably just about every time. I mean, there's probably 1 or 2 nights in the last 3 years that we've had it that it has not come through and blown our minds.
Yeah.
So the paranormal music box is well worth the money.
The children that I encounter at different locations absolutely love that thing. They love it.
But, all right, on the opposite side of that, Kelly's going to catch up and Kelly's going to help me read questions. I'm having trouble keeping up. So, but on the opposite side of what you like, unless it's changed in the last 6 months, because I haven't been on social media much. Nick, you also got the ghost magnet that I always talk about because it never goes off. So when it goes off, I get excited.
Yeah. Yep, I got that, and it did work. And the first person I thought was going, holy crap.
I remember it.
Where were we?
We were at Rock Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went, oh, my God, I've got to tell Shay this thing worked.
Yeah, because...
Yes, in that hallway.
Yeah.
We had it. I've used it since the day I started, not professionally, what's the word, actually investigating. And it never went off, and it's gone off like 4 times in how many years? And I'm like, see, that's my piece of equipment.
Yeah, I can't. I always carry that thing at least once or twice during the investigation. I will use that thing somewhere, and every time I'll go, this is Shay. I'm using this for Shay each time.
I get excited when something doesn't go off every single time, and then especially when it coincides with another piece of equipment.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so I get excited. I really do. I just.
It is. It's like a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, Kel?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, it was an echo. Never mind.
All right. So Darren was asking, where do you think the paranormal is heading this year?
I think it's going to be pretty active, only because it's been so quiet.
Do you think that the spirits will be more apt to interact with us because people have been leaving them alone so much since we haven't been out? Or
I'm almost thinking they might be lonely. They're looking for that. They've had so much interaction for so many years, and then to all of a sudden be quiet. I think they're ready to chatter some more.
No, that could be.
I'm hopeful.
It's just like any of us who've been holed up at home for how many months with nobody to talk to, and all of a sudden you get someone to talk to and you talk their ear off.
But at the same time, I look at it going, the spirits have got to be looking at the world right now going, what the hell is going on in this place?
They could hide. They could hide.
Yeah.
They really could.
I just think they're seeing, they've got a broader view of everything than what we can see. And I just think they're trying to, in their own way, comprehend what's going on as well. Compared to what we're alive to now and everything, it's just got to be crazy.
I'm glad they're not here because this is just all messed up beyond all belief right now.
Yeah.
What?
So I'm going to...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shay.
No, Kel, go.
I was going to move on to the next question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm kind of combining two here. What piece of equipment are you hoping to get this year, and what new experiences do you want to do?
You got your new stuff.
I got new lights for my camera, which I really wanted, and I was happy. And then I got I got a couple new meters. I got a new meter this year. It's the tri-field.
That's it.
I got that.
The field meter.
Yep.
And that, Shay, you have your special equipment. The tri-field meter has always been Candy Ortman's. go-to. She's always
I have two different equipment. I love them.
Yeah, so I got that, so I'm excited to use that this year.
Yeah.
So, that I'm really looking forward to. And what was the second part of that, Kelly?
Just what new experiments did you want to do this year? Which I would assume go hand in hand with new equipment.
We're still...
Boy, I don't know. There's little things that you'd never think about trying that, I don't know, it's just in general things. We still absolutely love, you call it the Estes, whatever you want to call it, but we absolutely love that. I mean, we've had some insane reactions with that.
I mean, me, myself, I like when we do like the silent splits. So each one of us goes to a different location and just sits in quiet to hear what might be around us. Mm-hmm. That I like a lot because you don't have people talking, you don't have noise, you don't have anything. You just sit quietly and listen.
I mean, we had a friend of ours. We had a friend of ours that they had tried to hide and seek, where the team members would go hide.
Yeah, I saw Kim and Ellison have done that.
Yeah, I've heard that works pretty well.
Yeah.
And then using like a spirit box to help find where everybody's at.
Yeah, I haven't been on an investigation since I saw it, but it's kind of interesting.
That's what I have heard.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Okay. And I saw another question about now I'm gonna forget. It was experiments. What was the next one? Hold on.
Trigger objects was the next one in line.
See, Kelly and I have one mind.
Between the two of us, damn it, we have one.
Yeah.
And it's a damn good one. That's all that matters.
Yes. Thank you, Kelly.
Do you guys like to use trigger objects?
Yes.
Yes, we do. And last year, a friend of ours, a good friend of ours, a paranormal investigator, Curtis Miller, let us borrow. He had found a gentleman that takes stuffed animals, and he had found him, and he makes dogs. Mm-hmm. And he had it set up, and it kind of works on the same premise as the Boo Buddy or the Boo Bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But we used it as a dog. It's a little beagle looking thing.
Beagle, yeah.
And the kids absolutely love that thing. Yep, there she is.
Yeah, Melbourne Manor. It was huge at Melbourne Manor.
Yep.
Up in Inez's room.
The kids absolutely loved a dog. Who doesn't love a dog when it comes to something like that as a spirit?
We put the dog in there and we asked the kids to help us name the puppy. And we kept throwing out different names and we would get a hit here and a hit there. And then when we finally got to
Casper,
the hit was off the wall. I mean,
the dog all lit up, everything lit up on him.
The dog lit up, machines were lighting up. It was like that was the name for this dog. I think Susie and Inez were the ones that named the dog that night.
Aww.
It was crazy.
See, Kim and Ellison were on my show within the first couple months, on this network, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a smart-ass comment because, I never do that.
That surprises me, Shay.
Yeah, right. But they were talking about the Boo Bear, and I'm like, why can't we just rip open a teddy bear and stick in, and my sister did it that night. And it's a bullfrog, and I named him Jeremiah, which she is not happy about. And every time she pulls him out, I say, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Yep. Dun, dun, dun. But why not? Like,
I mean, it's the same concept. It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
So after Curtis let us use it a few times, but now we are actually going to order our own.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little Jack Russell size puppy, so we're anxious to get him and mixed in with all our other equipment here.
Yeah. Now I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a minute. I'm a little slow sometimes.
That's all right.
Okay.
Hey, we're old and we accept being slow.
I'm very old.
Who isn't slow-mo, pretty much.
So Allison had a question, and I really actually like this question. Do you think objects are haunted, or do you think something attaches itself to an object that it may have enjoyed?
Attaches.
I think they attached to something that meant something to them as they were growing up, or something that really meant a lot to them when they were
it might not
alive.
The word enjoyed might be used pretty free and loosely, but I think the object might have had a special meaning to them. And for that reason, that's why they hang on to it.
No.
Yeah. See, I agree with that more than a haunted object.
Oh, absolutely.
The same thing as a haunted house. It's not the actual house. It's just...
No.
Something there. It's their home. It's their residence. It's the best times of their lives. It was something about that they decided to stay.
They may have built that home, and it just is it's a very special place for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there could be multiple reasons why they hang on to something or somewhere.
Yeah, and I've said this before, and if you guys disagree, you guys know me enough, there's no hurt feelings. But if a house is quote-unquote haunted, and you tear it down, burn it down, you do whatever, it doesn't mean the ghost is gone.
No.
Because we don't even know if they see what we see.
Exactly.
Right.
I agree.
I think they see it in their time.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
Whatever it was in their time frame, that's what they know.
See, I think some are, I'm still convinced that we can't lump it all into one thing, that some might be, okay, I can see you, like they can see me right now, and others only see, and I don't mean residual and intelligent haunting, but somewhere in between, like the almost dimensions, but not dimensions.
Those are multiple layers.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't know. We don't know.
No.
Yeah, I thoroughly agree with that too.
See, that's why Kelly and I are best friends.
Yeah, there's multiple layers. It's just it's not quite this plain.
Mm-hmm.
But there's multiple.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, so next question. Is there a piece of equipment that you feel is a waste of time personally?
Oh, that's a double-edged sword.
It really is, because we've had, prime example, REM pod.
Yeah.
Had a REM pod for years.
Yeah.
Used it. That was one of our first pieces of equipment to purchase. Had it for years. Had no luck. Nothing ever worked. And for some reason, in the last couple of years, that thing has turned into one of our better working pieces of equipment. To me, my own personal thought is there might be pieces of junk out there, which I'm sure there are because some people build them and sell them just to make money. But I think a lot of it works as just where you're at,
space and time,
circumstances you're at, and who you're interacting with as far as some things will work.
The energies that are there, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the way I look at it because I know people that buy stuff that I have not liked. I've returned pieces of equipment that did not work for us.
Yeah.
But I think, and I've talked to other people that use the same thing, and it worked great for them. I think it's just more of a personal preference and a location than it is anything else. For me personally, anyway.
All right.
Well, and what Sue just said.
I think
what Sue said, there's so much truth to it. Is it's not just a personal preference for us, the investigator. It's a personal preference for the spirit themselves. What do they like to use? What do they like to communicate with?
Yeah. You got to be as a spirit looking at something going, what the hell is that? I have no idea what that is. What am I supposed to do with that? And until they actually try it once and they're going, oh, I like this. This works. They're hearing me speak. That's when I think you can get more interaction with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What were you going to say, Shay?
Pretty much the same thing. I really was. That's why I was shaking my head yes. I was like, yep.
Kelly, have you been to the Rolf House yet?
I have not. I'm trying to remember if that's one of the ones that Chris has been to, though, that says it's amazing.
It's in Illinois.
There's two houses that I always get confused, so I can't remember. But I have not. It sounds interesting, though.
Was it the Wateska?
Hauntings or something like that.
It's all based off of fact. It's all a well-written book.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing. It really is.
It's pretty bizarre, but it's a beautiful, beautiful home. Mm-hmm. Old Victorian home. It is lovely.
Yeah, we've sat down and got as far as figuring out like what events we're going to and what bigger investigations, and now we have to sit down and fill in weekends with where are we going to go on just our investigations.
Yeah, I heard that list, and it's crazy. They forgot it was on Skype, and they kept going and going, and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the rough. That's another one of those where Sue had the shit scared out of her by her bat. So
stupid bats. I hate bats.
Who doesn't?
Oh,
it's just a little bat.
That's horrible.
They can get stuck in your hair and.
Thank you.
It's flying mice. It's just
So we're on the way out of the basement, and all of a sudden Sue is first, then me, and she's like 3 feet in front of me. A bat comes around the corner, flies right in her face, right? And she screams and turns around, running at me. I'm going, what?
What? Fuck that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
my show. I don't have to be
ghost
sorry.
coming around the corner. Far scarier than if a spirit had stepped around the corner.
Yeah. I
could handle the spirit.
The scariest part is a bat gets stuck in my hair. Do you know what I would look like with short hair? It's the only thing I have going for me. Like, seriously, I have to cut a bat out of my hair. I'm screwed.
Well, Sue's to the point now, a good friend of ours too, Jody, she went and bought Sue.
No, Candy did.
Candy did. But the bee nest, the mask that you wear when you take care of bees?
Yeah.
But Sue one of those that she'll wear if there's bats around.
Yeah. Oh, have you shared a picture of that on Facebook? Because I missed it.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I'll have to go back and look. I'll go through every picture you ever shared.
I have a friend that always carries a 5-gallon bucket with her, and it's her multi-thing, so she can carry all her equipment in with it. It's a bench for her to sit on, and it's her bat helmet. Yep.
Yes. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
No, I wouldn't want to cut my purple hair. No.
No, I'm telling you, I'd be shit out of luck if I had to cut my hair. Again, it's the only thing I have going for me when it's not like this, and
That's a lot of hair.
That's a lot of hair.
A whole lot of hair. Mine, it's thin enough it'd find its way out, I'm sure. So
I know, she was so mad. Again this year, I cut 7 inches off, and she's like, I didn't grow 7 inches this year again.
No.
Wow.
You cut off more hair than I have on my head in entirety. So,
the grass is always greener.
Yeah, well.
Mine is thin and
purple.
Yeah.
But I like the purple.
I do too.
It is fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
It's either that or Snow White. I have 2 options. So.
Oh, and the hats.
The hats. Got my hats. Yep.
She still has a couple she didn't wear last year yet. So.
I do. Yeah. I'm gonna break out my hats this year.
So, Mama Dad is asking, do you prefer knowing the history of your locations, or do you like going in blind?
Both.
A little bit of both. I don't like a lot of info on the place, but if I could have just a little bit, like few names or something to kind of get me down.
or even like the year of origination.
Just to give us something to go
just
by.
Knowing that it was built in like 1847. Kind of because then we can use like music or items from that era as a trigger object to bring whatever forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we found out a couple times.
We're not going to play, rap in a house that was built in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
And we found out at least twice last year, don't make the mistake of playing music while you're live on Facebook.
No, Facebook.
The Facebook cops do not like
that.
Oh, I know. I could have told you that.
I'm just going, and you don't even think of that. You're deep in the investigation. You throw on a song and you don't even think about it. Next thing you do, you get a notice going, We're going, oh, crap.
We sang at Parsonsfield, we sang a little Teapot or Hokey Pokey or one of those type of songs, and they muted the video. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm making $1 million off of this video. That's all. That's all.
It was one of those. I can't remember which one because we did a lot.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy, the rules and
it is.
Yeah.
Everything being controlled. Oh well. What would you say has been your most active location to date?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh has got to rank right up there.
Melbourne close second, and then I
don't know where you going.
Brain fog. Klondike.
Klondike's pretty cool.
I was guessing out loud. Sorry, I didn't mean to answer for you, but just from before 2020, Edinburgh would have been your most active.
I always turn Edinburgh on its ear.
But see, when it comes to that, it's weird how different teams, and I'm sure it has to do with who the investigators are and the energy that they bring.
Yeah.
How different locations will act at different times to different teams coming in there.
Do you think it has to do with familiarity?
Yes.
That too.
Because we've got locations that, Edinburgh's one for us is off the hook every time. If we're there for 2 nights, one night will be okay, but the next night is going to be crazy. Another team will come in there the next weekend and it's dead. And they're going, what are you saying? Edinburgh is nuts. We're going, no, really it is.
Yeah.
You just have to become familiar with the spirits, where we have gone to one place where so many people love it. The energies, they've had so much interaction, but we go there.
Crickets.
And it's nothing. I mean, and I like the location, but it's not one of ours that we've had a lot of interaction with, and I'm not sure why.
Is it a place that's overdone? Maybe they're just tired? Or they haven't found the connection yet?
I don't
think so. I don't think it's any overdone, unless in Edinburgh would be.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just, and we go in there trying to see.
Huh?
Coincidence?
It could be.
Maybe.
It's just, we go in there with the same idea, the same energies, always open. But it was just, that's one location just isn't.
It doesn't do it for us.
Big one for us for some reason.
Yeah.
But Edinburgh by far.
And other people have that same situation with Edinburgh. Things go, they hit high on some locations. They go to Edinburgh and it's crickets. We go to Edinburgh and we set it on its side.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's too, how serious are the people taking it? Because I've noticed for like Melbourne, they're always there, but there's times that they kind of sit back in the rooms like everybody's just playing. We're not going to interact,
I agree.
So I think I think people forget that spirits have free will also, and they get to choose when they want to interact and not.
I've had
when and who with.
Melbourne last year, my cool experience there was Susie in the coloring room. I've never really spent much time in there, but I went in there. I finally made up my mind. I'm going to spend some time in her bedroom and color with her. So I sat down by myself. I started talking to Susie, talking about coloring with her and all that. I'm going, I got up a coloring book page I wanted to do, and I started coloring, talking to her, and all of a sudden I says, Susie, this is the only thing I need to finish this. This is a nice black crayon. If you could help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. And as sure as I'm sitting here, ladies, out from underneath all the other coloring books, a brand spanking new black crayon rolls out from underneath there. I was like, that was amazing. I wasn't touching the bed. There was no reason for that color to roll off from underneath the other coloring books. It just came right out just when I needed it. That was my favorite interaction with Susie in that room. That was amazing.
Yeah. I remember, I don't know if I remember that one, but I remember a lot of it around it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm trying to help Kelly in chat because I've been no good.
You're fine. Mama Deb's asking, do you feel paranormal TV helps or hurts the paranormal field?
I think it hurts it.
Hurts, yeah.
Because as we all know, it's not as easy or as exciting as they show on TV. Yeah. And as we all know, it's not all a demon that wants to possess you and drag you off to hell.
And we don't all rip our shirts off.
There needs to be a really good show that just says like it is. You sit there and watch the paint dry for hours, and you might hear something and you might not. I mean, it's as an entertainment value. I think it's okay, but you can't take it seriously. And you just can't, because you watch, any show and then you go to location and none of that happens. You're going, what are we doing wrong? Yeah. No, it's not the location or you. It's the TV telling you this shit should be going on.
Well, and this goes back to kind of the questions that we were answering before, is that just the different locations will act different ways, different nights. I know. Yeah. I went to Waverly, and I was so excited to get to go to the Waverly Sanitarium, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be great. Everybody has these amazing experiences, and it was quiet.
Crickets.
Very quiet, and I was so disappointed. Yeah. Because I'm like, here is this massively huge building that is supposedly one of the most haunted places in the world, and it's just silent. So that's actually one of the places we have scheduled to go back to this year. So I'm excited and hopeful.
Yeah.
That place is crazy fun.
Oh, it's huge, though. Oh, my gosh.
And then that's just
what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
And that's a place, if a guy had the money, you need to spend a week there because it's so damn big.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way that you can cover everything in one night. No way.
It's huge.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm a little worried about it because I went a long time ago, and when I left that night, I was just physically and emotionally exhausted from walking around that place, and I'm older now, so
it's a lot of stuff.
I may die before the end of the night, but I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah, you can at least die doing something one enjoys, at least,
That's right. I'll just join the rest of the spirits there. It'll be all good.
I'm so jealous. I do have to say, I cannot wait to get to you guys' area.
Oh, Shay. Yeah.
I know. I know. Nick and Sue were the first ones to ever in Iowa to say, you have a couch or a bed, a spare room, whatever.
You have a whole room to yourself.
Yeah. I know. But I will someday. I will get out there.
Yeah, I know Mama Pat said you have an open invitation, and she's got a room for you, too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no. I'll be bouncing from place. Yeah. Because I think in another life I was an Iowan. I really do. I really think that because that's where my peeps are.
Oh, yeah.
Darren says we need to go to Sheboygan Asylum. Darren, where is Sheboygan Asylum?
It's in Sheboygan, Michigan.
Oh, is that where that's at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad you knew because I had no idea.
Yeah, I was like, I got nothing.
I went salmon fishing in Sheboygan before.
Okay. Would love to, Darren.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. There's so many different places that it's like.
Well, Destination Fear's been there. Ghost Adventures has been there.
We need to go there.
The place is huge, too.
Maybe we'll look at that as opposed to Lemp or Ashmore. We'll see.
Yeah. I haven't ever been to Lemp, but that is a potential that's going to be this year as well. Mm-hmm. Ashmore, I've been to. I haven't actually spent a lot of time investigating it, but it's a neat building.
Yeah,
got a weird vibe to it. That's for sure.
And we want to try to get away from some of the old tried and trues and hit some new locations.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think next year. For 2022, we're hoping to hit like a plantation down in Myrtle's plantation down in Louisiana.
Nice.
Yeah, and Myrtle's is fun. Don't get me wrong, but you can't really investigate it, and that's the hard part. So we had gone on a trip, and we're staying at the Myrtles, and we wanted to stay in the main house because we're like, we want to do some investigating. And you do get to stay in the main house on the second floor, but you don't have any access except to anything except your room and just a little sitting area that's outside, like your a set of rooms on the second floor. So
that sucks.
You're still on the land, and the land is cool. And if you stay in the is it the caretaker's shed, I've heard that one's got a lot of activity too, but I don't know. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad to say that we stayed there, but it was a little sad.
Hey, Kelly, I need to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
you. But Myrtle's, it's a cool place to visit, definitely, and just to see the history. We actually went to Oak Alley Plantation as well, and we'll be heading back there this spring. And again, you can't investigate the actual plantation home itself, but you can be all over the grounds, and you can get into the crop sheriff's houses where you stay, and so there's different places. You just have to, before you book something, I guess is what I'm saying, make sure what you actually have access to.
How about Trans-Allegheny?
I have never been, but oh my God, I would love to.
I know we've got a couple friends that want us to head out that direction too. They will really want to go there. So that's kind of been at ours look at too. That's reading the history and seeing some of the stuff on that sounds like an amazing place.
Well, if you guys ever get a trip out there planned and you need a couple more bodies to meet quotas, you let me know.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that we would tag along on that one. That is high up on my bucket list.
Yeah, there is just some out there that are just really amazing. It's just to pick and choose. And like you said, what you told us about Myrtle's makes a big difference in the decision on that. You'd like to go there. You kind of hear the history, but you'd like to have a little more free roam,
Yep.
That's just that one. So, Kel, you know a lot of the places that we've been to.
Yeah.
And you've been to a lot of the same. So, are there places that you've been to that we haven't that you would so highly recommend?
Well, you guys have already said you're heading to Cambry, so Cambry is definitely a big one.
Yes.
Hinsdale, if you guys haven't been out there yet.
That's this summer, hopefully.
Yeah, that is most definitely one to, like you said, have your wits about you and be prepared for it, because it's intense.
We have actually been warned by a couple mediums
to be careful.
Hinsdale. Yeah. That before we even pull onto the property, to be sure to stop, pull off to the side, ground well, say your prayers and all that before you even pull in at Hinsdale.
Oh, it's a super cool location. Don't get me wrong. Super cool location.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's that dangerous, but it definitely can mess with your energy and be overwhelming to a person who's not prepared for it. So, not at all saying people shouldn't visit it, but let me think. So places around here, I mean, like, it's hard to get into now, but Renwick Mansion is amazing.
Where's that
one?
That's in Davenport, Iowa.
Yep. Okay.
And it's a big limestone building up on the top of the hill. The problem with them these days is that they also host weddings, because it's a phenomenally gorgeous building. No. So it is tough to get in there on a weekend, and it is a little pricey. But if you ever get a chance, gorgeous. I'm drawing a blank. Went to Pennhurst. Pennhurst is.
That's
on the list. I've been there.
So cool.
Where's Pennhurst?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay.
Something Springs, Pennsylvania, I think. I can't remember the name of the town. I'm trying to think of things around here closer. So there's, like, of course, Mason House Inn that I talk about all the time.
Yeah, that's a good place. That's a good place.
Yeah. And they actually just came under new ownership. So
really?
Well, potentially. So we have to support the new owners if they get that all taken care of.
Nice.
So did they move to California then?
No, they own a farm. Not too far from the inn.
Okay.
So when it sells, that's where they'll go.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me think on it. Well, I'll ask you guys the next question, and then I'll think on it when I'm not on the spot. So, Mama Deb is asking, as far as paranormal advertising of locations, how do you feel about the reality of places? So I think she's asking, how do you feel people do advertising their places? Do they blow them out of proportion? Do they keep it pretty real to what it really is?
I think they have a tendency to blow it out of proportion.
I really think the low-key locations are better because they're not...
I think it sets up your expectations.
Because they're not hyped up.
Because if you walk into a place, it's like when you go fishing, you pull in and the guy at the place is, the fish are biting like crazy yesterday. I hope you have good luck today and nothing happens for you. They just talk about all the good fishing, and then you get to nothing happens and going, well, why not? What happened? What went wrong? I think a lot of places get overhyped.
Yeah. And I would tend to agree with that. And it's tough because if you have a haunted location and you're trying to advertise it, you're going to want it to be something that's drawing people in. But I almost think that they can do themselves a disservice by that. If they hype it up too much and people keep coming out expecting it to meet that hype and it never does, then you're almost
then the word gets out.
Yourself harm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people, why are you going there? There's nothing there, and more and more people talk about it. I agree. I think it can hurt them. I agree.
Yeah. Then on the opposite side, sometimes people think more happened than what really did.
Yeah.
So
exactly,
the smarter people come in the next time and be like, "What? Huh?"
Yeah. Seriously, there's nothing. Yeah.
Exactly.
It does happen.
It does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't think of any places off the top of my head otherwise. I'm sure there's others. I'd have to look back through my list of where we've been the last few years, but
that list is so long, she can't remember.
Yeah.
I mean,
that list keeps getting longer every year. It's amazing. I love it.
Any recommendations you can throw at us, we would love to know about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Great notes.
There's some cool places. And the problem is, like, some of the places, like you guys have said, you've got this undisclosed location. Some of the places I've been to, I know they've let me in, but they're not really open for everybody. And it's like, well, I can't really talk about that one.
Those are the types of places I would rather go to.
Well,
kind of off the beaten path, the little unknowns, to where you can formulate
your own
investigation.
I'm with you, Sue. And I'd rather not share on Facebook and still have the experience.
Yeah. And a lot of times you can even still share on Facebook and just say, hey, I'm out on the disclosed location because people aren't going to recognize it, So, I know there's a place that Chris and I want to get back out to, maybe this summer, that we were at a couple years ago that hasn't ever really been investigated. So we got to try to get back in there. But, you just gotta find the little spots in the little areas,
Because I think right now we're kind of, like I said, we've got this one coming up on Saturday now, the way it sounds. And then there's one other place that's undisclosed that we're kind of trying to get into, which is, those are the ones that are kind of to get our first real opinions of our own is really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Shay, do you want to ask the typical questions?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Uh-oh.
And remember, this show is marked explicit, and I love you no matter what your answer is.
They're judging us.
No, this one, we are not judging you.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm saying we're marked explicit for a reason.
Okay.
What is the one object in the whole world you would never want to be haunted?
My bed.
My toilet.
Toilet is the number one answer.
See?
I'll go with my bed.
I don't want to sit there reading my magazine, all of a sudden it starts floating or shaking or talking to me, so no. No.
I know you guys are innocent, but we've also gotten like vibrators and butt plugs, and it's asked on almost every Paranormal Buzz show. It's a daring question.
Good. Yeah.
So I just set it up really good.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't need my bed bouncing and vibrating around when I'm trying to sleep.
Well, could be relaxed.
Maybe you do.
Yeah, exactly.
This is very true.
We don't know till we try.
That's right.
Bring it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
My dad is over my shoulder listening, going, "No, little girl, no."
Yeah, right? I know. I'm a bad influence on you guys.
He's probably standing like back here somewhere, so.
Yeah, I know. You just blame me. Everybody else says blame me. No, you guys know I love you.
Oh.
We love you more.
Oh, I doubt it, but where can everybody... What?
I gotta take this 1 minute, Shaz. I gotta thank you from the bottom of our heart. You have been here with Short Bus from the beginning. I mean, we can't thank you enough for the support and the love that you've showed us, Shay. I mean, we truly love and appreciate what you've done for us.
Absolutely.
I love you guys. I have supported you since before I knew you were Short Bus.
Yes, you did.
I didn't even know you were a team. Like, we just communicated and talked back and forth, and I had no idea you were a team, and then, like, 6-7 months into it, I'm like, you're a team? What the hell? What the fuck? Where are you? What's your team name? I gotta follow you. I had no idea.
Yeah, you have.
It's been a fun ride.
It is
so far.
And I've told people time and time again, you've been there from the beginning for us, and always there to help and do whatever you can for us. So.
Really, if it wasn't for you, we would probably still be nobody.
Oh yeah, bullshit. Sorry. No.
Okay, you're a big part of getting us to where we are.
You launched us. There we go. You launched us.
No, I had no idea you were even a team, and I just we all got along, and even when we don't agree, we have adult conversations and discuss things.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I love, when we're talking and we're listening to your guys' show, and all of a sudden you or Kelly will say something nice about it. It just warms our heart. No, I tell you, it's amazing. Love you guys.
Yeah, we love you.
We like supporting good people.
No, yeah, you two are the best. You really are. You really are.
Thank you very much.
For a couple old people.
Yeah. For some people, you're good.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Ma, how old are you? 60. My mother's 60.
Oh, bless her heart. He
turns 60 next month.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way Nick is 60. But so is my mother. So I'm an old soul.
You'll be 60 in February. I'll be 60 in November.
Yeah, see? I'll be 90 in June.
I just say there's a lot of days I feel 90 when I get up. So
are we going by the age our body feels or the age our souls feel? Because there's a big difference here.
Everything but when you were born, I guess.
My mind thinks I'm still like in my 20s, so
my body says hell no.
My body says, you idiot, you're about 90. So.
Yeah, but then you say a cuss word or somewhat what's a sexual joke, and I'm like, I'm 12.
This one, you mention the word penis, and he turns into a 12-year-old. Yeah.
See, for me, it's because of all the penises I've seen. It's like, that's a joke.
Ouch. Ow. Nobody listening take that personally.
All right, wait a minute. Wait, back up. Not all of them. Most.
I got your back, dude. I got your back here.
Yeah, see, I'm close. All right, guys, where can people find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook at Short Bus Paranormal. 3 individual words, .com. And I have to say, we are so thrilled. 2 nights ago, we surpassed 5,000 followers.
I saw that.
So we're pretty excited about that.
And we are actually. Sue is in the process of working on a radio.
On a web page, an actual web page. We're working on getting that put together. But until then, it's just the Facebook site at this point.
You're not on Twitter or Instagram? I couldn't find you.
No. And tomorrow night, actually, on Facebook.
Yeah, Brian said this. Yeah.
Yep. Brian, Dan, Nick, myself will be Facebook Live on Short Bus Paranormal. We're going to kind of do a year in review, chat about last year, talk about this year, and answer any questions anybody might want to throw at us at the time. Open book. We've got no secrets, nothing to hide.
Oh, I have secrets. But,
if they want to ask, we're going to answer.
Paranormal.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Paranormal, yes. So if they want to ask, we're definitely going to answer. So that's tomorrow night at 7.
7.
So
it's 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Central on Facebook.
Yeah.
On Short Bus Paranormal.
No.
So that should be a lot of fun. And we're actually going to do a drawing tomorrow night. 2 drawings. When I noticed that we hit 5,002, we decided we're doing 2 drawings. The first drawing will receive an autographed copy of Chuck Banks' book, Hell Comes Home. Yeah. And the second drawing, they will receive the Short Bus Paranormal Diaries. And then Nick and I and some of the team members will sign that and send that off to them. Yeah. So we'll be doing that tonight live.
Tomorrow night live.
Tomorrow night live, yeah.
Yeah. And we have to wrap up here. We're over an hour already. But I have to tell you, I've lost so much weight. I still need more to go. That's not a pat on my shoulder. Since I got your Short Bus shirt, that it's about to become a halter top. I'm cutting off the sleeves. I'm cutting off.
Good for you, honey.
No, but I'm just saying, just so I can still wear it, I have to demolish it a little bit.
Well, if you need another one, we can hook you up.
We can send you another one, sweetie.
With the new logo on.
Not yet, because I still have to lose a lot more weight. So when
I'll let it when.
Yeah.
You tell us when, and we'll have it in the mail to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting there though. I think it's over. It's close to 40 pounds I've lost.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
I still gotta lose like 30 more in my chin area.
My whole family of chins needs to go. But.
Yeah,
my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there with Johnny. Right there with you.
It is what it is. It's an age thing, I think.
All right, guys.
We love you both. We love all of you.
I love you
both.
both.
You guys do?
Yes. We definitely do, and we're going to keep up the tradition. You're back at least once a year.
Awesome.
If not more.
If not more, because I'm it can be like every 3 months. I'm good.
Yeah, we'd be up for that.
It's always so much fun talking to you ladies.
Absolutely.
It is. I love it. So.
Time flies by when we're on here with you.
Right. It goes fast.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Better New Year. Healthy New Year. Something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We're just going to smile, nod, and keep on moving.
Yeah.
So next week, Kelly and I will be back with Jason Hewlett. Second time he's been on the show. Great person. And on the 22nd, it's my 100th, or ours, sorry, Kel, our 100th show on this network.
Yeah.
Yay!
So,
yeah, I can't take much credit.
Kelly.
I've only been here for like 20 of them, maybe.
No, Kelly was my first guest on this network. Don't let her kid you. No, and then she became co-host. When I found out I was too stupid to do it myself.
Oh, whatever. You just needed a squirrel herder, and I understood and
There you go.
happily signed up for the job because I too need a squirrel herder.
You worked very well together, ladies. Very well together.
She was my first guest on the first network, my last guest on the first network, and then like my first guest on this network. It was like,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
all planned. It was all planned months
Like
in
a
advance.
bad penny. I just don't go away.
No, just meant to be.
I think so. I really do. All right, guys, make sure to check out Short Bus Paranormal on Facebook. And it's a 3-word one. If you see the short bus combined, that's not the
That's
right
not
one.
it.
I know that. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's Short Bus Paranormal. 3 words. Check them out because you'll never meet a better couple, better people in the paranormal field.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Good night. See you next week.
We love you.
Thanks, everybody.